All right, ladies and gentlemen, my show today, this is International Red for the Record. Fashion Experience, my show today is Hate and Jealousy. My queen wanted me to use another title for as being positive. But most of my shows are being positive because that's what I preach, being positive. And I want people to know I emphasize being positive. But today it was necessary for me to use that word, hate and jealousy, because it's real and it's live with our friends and our relatives. It's a real thing that we have to deal with. So it's like a friend of mine stimulated this show by sending me a text with a picture of a tore up car. I didn't know he had an accident at the time because he wrote that, and then he said, get your burial insurance. It was like a threat, like you're telling me that I'm going to have a car accident. You know what I mean? Telling me to get my burial insurance, and then they're showing me a car totaled out. You know what I mean? That had me. I wasn't really hot because I know people do those things, but the first thing that came to my mind was he was displaying hate and jealousy because he's done this in the past. So I told myself I'm not going to talk to him for 2 weeks. I'm going to put him on punishment where we won't see each other and all that. Then he called me this morning. And then when he called me, I told him I was going to do a show and I was going to mention the situation because you stimulated me to do a show on hate and jealousy. And then I said to myself, do you realize, you understand me, that, you know what I mean? Look at the positive things. Why would you say something negative like that? I had to roast him and tell him and put him on the burner about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, you're supposed to be my friend. If you're a friend and you're a true friend, why would you come up with negativity? Why wouldn't you show love? Why would you come to me with negative things? This is what I told him. You know what I mean? I talked to him about it and told him that. And he got hesitant, and then he changed the subject. Because he knew I was right. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. And get in people's business, to tell them how they should do something, what they should do. And then here they don't have the experience as you. And they're not as happy as you, but they want to tell you how you're supposed to live because they're in misery. And they want the company, right? Because you have people complaining. So this is why I said, don't involve, don't give haters and people that are jealous the consent to keep doing this in your presence. You check them when they do something. You know what I mean? When they do hateful things or whatever, you check them immediately, let them know you're not tolerating it, and you'll get away from them. Or if you change the subject and they don't want to agree with that, then you stay away from them. If they value your friendship and they really want to be around you, they will respect you. That's a respectable request for you to let people know that you are not going to let them say things to you that are disrespectful. If you say something to me about somebody that I'm with, or somebody I know, or somebody in my family, and you talk about them in my presence, and I tell you, no, I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? That's why you feel. Don't tell me about that. You don't go along with them when they say that because that's disrespectful. When they talk about one of your family members, they're also talking about you because that's part of you. That's your family. Let them talk about their family. And then you don't want to hear that either. You tell them you don't want to hear that because you don't want to hear nothing negative. But that's the thing about people that are haters and jealousy. The haters want to talk about people and put them down. You know what I'm saying? Because they used to do it at my office all the time. They used to come around and they would do that, and I used to listen to them at that time because it was just all entertaining and letting time go by. But it really, when I realized it, when I got out that office, and this pandemic gave me a year to think and grow and be a better person, I realized you don't want to be around that because those people are contagious and those people are negative and they don't have positive things to inspire you with. People that are good, people that are living a life and doing positive things and enjoying life, that are growing every day, trying to be better and better each and every way, they don't have time to speak negative about nothing because they're steady striving for excellence. They're steady striving to be better. They're steady trying to do better. What their mind is on is doing and being better, a better person. You know what I mean? And that's what they do. They're enjoying life, living their best life. But these other people are not doing it, so they come up with this hate and jealousy. And they come at you in that form, and you have to check them. Or get away from them and don't say nothing to them. But check them and let them know how you feel. And then if they don't respect that, then you stay away from them. But I keep my distance from them anyway, even after I check them, because I know they can't accept the fact that you're doing good, you're growing, you got a beautiful queen, You know what I mean? Or if you're a woman, you got a beautiful, a handsome king. Whatever it is, and you're doing things and you're in harmony. You know what I mean? You're living a wonderful life. They do not want to see that, and they will not accept that. So you keep distance, because all they try to do is corrupt your relationship so they can see you not happy. They may be doing this unconsciously. They don't want to see you happy because they're not happy. See, people that want to see you win are people that are winning. People want to see you happy are people that are happy. You know, people that are in misery don't want to see you happy. Think about it. They ain't got no one to complain to. So you eliminate people that are complaining from the beginning. Don't even be around those people. You let those people go. You get those people out your life immediately. You know, you check them. If they come in with you with something, you don't play past that, because it'll keep happening, and they won't have the respect for you that you deserve. You want to be respected. You want them to respect you in the highest way. So you let them know you're not going for that EBA, itty bitty act. You're not going for that. You're a giant. You're not a peon. You know what I mean? You're not a half stepper. You're a person doing your best and being your best. So you got to get the best respect. If they don't give you what you deserve, then you don't need to be around them. Because you're a king, you're a queen, you want to be on that scene. You know what I mean? You're on that throne. They want to knock you down. They don't want to see you on the throne. You know what I mean? They want to see you in the alley somewhere, drinking wine or doing some ignorant. Because I had a person tell me one time, I liked you better when you was drinking. You know, no. You like me better because you could talk about me and you could be better than me. And that's what you wish you could have been all my life. I've been better than you. So therefore you had a chance to be better than me because you see me fumbling or whatever it is. Because when I was in my disease. See, that's why you say a person like that, you stay away from. Because they hate and jealousy. You know what I mean? They don't want to see you your best self. You know what I mean? So that's not real love they have for you. You know? And you have to really put them in place and let them know you know where they're coming from. You let them know, I see you. I know what you're doing. But you don't have to limit. See, like me, I put them in their place. I don't have to eliminate them out of my life. Because I've done that, and that's all right. But I like their company. I like to be around them to a degree, but I let them know the time I spend with you is good quality time, and we're going to be positive, we're going to be happy. The minute you start coming up with negativity, I'll let you know about it, and boom, and we cannot be friends. But the time I see them is occasionally. You don't see them every day. You don't let them all in your business. You don't let them know your business that you don't want them to talk about. You don't tell them your business. You don't let everybody know all your business, because they'll bring that back to you. You don't talk to them about your good thing. I don't care if it's a positive, it's a good thing. You don't tell them all of your joys, and you don't tell them all your sorrows. You do not tell them that you keep your business to yourself, because haters and people that are jealous take this and they use it against you. You see, what I mean by that is, you'll be doing something later on and they'll bring that up. Oh yeah, I know, you know how you boom, boom, boom this, and they'll bring it on your mate or whoever you with. They'll say something, you might have told them something about them, and they'll bring that up to try to stimulate hate and jealousy by telling you something to get you upset. They'll do that, you understand? To get you upset. Because I had family members, I don't even indulge in that no more, but I had family members complain about their mates. Tell me how they do this, they do that, they do this. You know what I'm saying? And what do you do when they say that? You think less of the person that they're talking about. You think less of them. You know what I mean? That's not a good thing for you to talk about your mate and put them down, and then you with them all the time. But you telling people that they ain't no good and they do this and they do that. But do you know that's disrespectful? You disrespecting your own person you with, so that makes you look bad. That makes you look down. That makes you look like you're not your best self. That makes you look dysfunctional. That makes you be a person that's not on top of yourself. You know what I mean? You're not right. You're not living right, and you're happy. So you don't want to indulge in that. You don't want to be participating in that, because that is not good. They hating on themselves, and they don't even realize it. You understand? They hate and jealousy on themselves if they talk about their own situation, their own mate. You understand me? In a negative way. Then who you think they won't talk about you? You got to check them, because when they talk about you, they may not even realize that that's disrespectful. They don't know it. You have to bring it to their attention. You have to teach them what's right and what's wrong. They don't realize that, because so many people stay focused and stay stuck in a negative situation for so long that it's a habit with them. It's a way of life. They don't realize it. You know, I didn't realize it until the pandemic came about, and this year that I had to slow all the way down, and realize that a lot of these people, that every time you see them, they're talking negative, they're talking bad about people. This happens, people. I got relatives that do that, but I refuse to indulge within that no more. You know what I'm saying? My queen helped me see a better side of things, and she don't realize it, that by her helping me to what's going on, make me a better person. And I try to tell her, you got to face reality. You can't give those people that's hating and jealous a pass. You can't let them think they're winning. You can't let them think they're winning, and it's all right to do that. You got to let them know, because they do those things. If somebody says something disrespectful to one of your family members, and it's not right, you tell them about it. Whether they know it, I don't care if they're an adult. They're an adult, but they're an adult that don't know what's right and what's wrong, because they're not as old as you. And if they're older than you, you still check them. If they're older, if they're younger, the age has nothing to do with it. It's about being smart, having sense. A lot of people are older and they're old fools. You check them. If they respect you, or they'll get away from you. But if it's not right, you got to speak your piece, and you'll feel better about it yourself, because you did your duty. You understand? You did what you did was right, as long as you know it's right. Now, don't do nothing that's wrong. Don't do nothing that's hateful and disrespectful. You don't do that. But when it's something positive, and you trying to hip somebody to something great, and you're doing it for yourself because you want to see them be a better person and do better things, then there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You understand? You're doing what you're doing because you're trying to make them a better person, and you're helping them, and you feel good about it because you're being your best self. They're not dumbing down. Don't dumb it down. If they can't level up, then you don't need to be around them. Simple as that. That's how you level the playing field. That's how you get your life in harmony and peace and joy. Because you eliminate the ones that's coming at you with that negativity. That's how you get haters. People be talking about haters everywhere. No, you can eliminate hate from being around you by not involving yourself in hate. Or when people speak on it, you don't go along with it. You don't let them continuously talk like that. You nip it in the bud right away. They may not like it, you know what I mean? But the point of it is, they will respect it when they're around you, because they know you're not the one to feed into that. And you know you'll have a happier life, and you'll be more pleasant, and things will be more joyful, because you know what I mean, you'll be optimistic every day, all day. You know what I mean? You won't let those people steal your joy for a minute like they try to do, because people will do that, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, you have to be one, you understand me, to not consult that, because, you know what I mean? Because I was doing it, like I said, I had to cut this person loose, and then I got back friends with him because I said the joy that I have with him is worth it. But I just got to stop letting them talk or put you down. You can't do that. You can't let nobody put you down or say something negative to you, and you don't check them. Because if you don't check them, they'll think, well, it's okay. That must be the way it is. No, you let them know. You know what I mean? If somebody say something about you're not driving a car, you walking, or no, you're doing these things by choice, and you're happy at what you're doing for whatever the reasons are. That's your business. You're doing that because that's your business. They don't have to be telling you what you need to do. You understand? If you're happy at what you're doing and it concerns you, then it don't concern. It's none of their business. They don't need to be talking about you. They don't need to be talking about you and talking about yours. And then when they start talking about your mate and your relationship, and they don't have a relationship, the relationship they have is not a relationship. It's a friendship. They go on trips and do all these things with somebody, and it's friendship, and then they want to act like, you know what I mean, it's a relationship, and it's not, and then they want to tell you about your relationship. No, you can't compare the two. I got a woman, you don't have a woman. You're by yourself, but you don't want to face reality. You know what I'm saying? You think you're doing better than somebody else, but you're not. You know what I mean? You might have material things. You might have a better house. You might have a better car. You know what I mean? But are you thinking the right thoughts? Are you happy with your thoughts? Are you a happy person? See, these are the things that count. Are you morals, principles and values? Are these intact? See, these are the things that make you happy. That's why I said a lot of people don't have that. And then when they come to you to level out the field, you know what I mean, to try to feel good, to make themselves better, you know what I mean, they lie and they, create stories and try to put people down to make themselves look good. And they shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I know people that are in toxic relationships. They're in the relationships that's a lot of drama, and they're doing a lot of stuff. I don't want to be around that no more. I I'm at a point in my life now. I'm not going to be around those type of people. I would not be around them for 5 seconds. I remember when I was coming up, I was around that, with family members, and I was drinking and drugging and all that. That was a part of that. But I got to a point in my life where I grew. I got better and better each and every day in every way. Like I practice what I preach. I try to grow and be better. These people are not growing with you. They're not going with you. So we have to leave alone. They still going to keep that hate and that jealousy is in them. You see? And they affiliate with people that hate and jealousy. I know somebody that's got a best friend that hates like I don't know what on them. And they tolerate the hate. They like to be with them, but they complain every time they get together with that person. There's no joy because they haven't got their priorities straight. They indulge in negativity with these people, and all they do is complain and talk about things. You know what I mean? That's derogatory. It's nothing enhancing and inspiring. They really don't need to be together. Even though they've been together forever, but they need to uplift and better their own life because they in misery because they made it up. It's not up to par. They live in beneath their level instead of living on their level, and that makes it where they're not happy. So then they want to get around other people that are less happy than them, so they can feel good. See, you be around somebody that's not doing as good as you, then you feel better because you're doing better than they are. See, and it has nothing to do with the financial and the security you have. That has nothing to do with it. That's what people get things mixed up. They got a big house, they got big cars, and they got big jewelry, but they're not happy. They love life, their personal life. All these things are not intact. They don't have no one to really love them and care for them. They're not really happy. They don't know the real essence of happiness. So they buy all these material things and hide behind those things to make themselves feel like they're happy. Because when you see them, people, he got a new car. They're doing so good. He's so wonderful. You don't really know what them people are doing. I had a friend, you understand me? They say he committed suicide. I didn't know he was living like that. And then he had a young girl he was running around with. You thought he would be happy, you understand me? And then he had a nice Cadillac. He had jewelry, dressed nice. You never knew he wasn't happy. He was miserable and all this type of stuff, on drugs and and all these things that happen. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what people are going through. You know what I'm saying? But he was one not to do a lot of talking. He didn't say much to me. He wouldn't tell me his business. He kept it to himself. Other people would be talking about him, saying all these different things, but I didn't believe him because he appeared to me to be on tap. So if people don't talk, he wasn't hating. So I got to respect that about him, even though. He died and he was healthy and he was telling me he was doing so good, he was so happy, he was so great. He was telling me the things that you want people to hear, things you want to know. Because you got to realize people be going through things and they want you to think they're doing better than they're doing when they're not doing as good, And it's not nothing to do with, like I said, it has nothing to do with finances or anything on that level. What it actually has to do with is the fact that you have to live a good life for you and yours. You and yours be happy, and everybody ain't going to be happy for you, so you got to be ready for people to reject and deny. Deny you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are going to hate and be jealous. You might not be, see, if you're new to this, and you've been doing this, it's exciting, But when you've been doing this for years, like I've been doing this, and I've been in the game, the fast life, and I got a lot of people that's hating, like I'm going to an affair this weekend. I'm already ready to deal with some haters. I know I'm going to be there. But I'm not going to not be there because of the haters going to be there. I'm going to be there, and if they come to me with some stuff, I'm going to check them real quick and let them know I don't want to be bothered with them and leave them alone and get away from them. And these were close friends of mine. But I don't have no problem getting away from them, staying away from them. I was close to them. I went to the hospital when they were sick. I did. We were best friends at one time. But I know that these things happen. You could be best friends with people and you cannot be with them. You know what I mean? Because you outgrow them. You be a better person. You live in a better life. They don't want to see that, so they don't congratulate. They hate. And I realize hate and jealousy is real. So I accept it. But I still going to enjoy myself and live my life and go around them because somebody else there I want to see that's a good friend of mine, and I'm happy to be and see them. So if they want to be there with them as well, that's okay. I'm not going to let that bother me. when I go see my sister in February, when I go there, there's other people that I may not get along with. I'm not going to let that distract me. I'm not going to let that keep me from going. I'm not going to let that keep me from being my best happy self. Because I can't control other people's reactions and how they feel. I cannot control them. I only control my actions. And I choose to be happy. Despite misery that other people are going through, I choose to be happy. And I'm not going to let nobody steal my joy. I refuse to listen to hateration. You understand me? And jealousy. You know, I'm not dealing with it. You know? You see what I'm saying? Because I know better. See, at one time I listened to it, I said, I should take things literally when people said things. I used to have them around me and they'd say different things. Like I had 2 puffs on when I wear a double vest one time. The guy had the heart to say, I don't like that you wearing too much. I put a coat or something on somebody didn't like. Man, I don't care what you like and don't like. If you don't like what I do, just keep it to yourself. Like what you like. You ain't got to tell me because all you're doing is showing hate. If I'm happy and I put it on, it must be something I like. You understand? So when you say that, all you're doing is demonstrate hate. Because I ain't gonna never tell somebody they look bad at something. Unless it's somebody that's mine personally and I'm telling them for their own good because I don't want them to, to go out there because I am a fashion coordinator. You understand me? And I deal with fashion. I know about fashion. So I would not tell nobody nothing. You understand me? To hurt their feelings. And that's what people do deliberately sometimes. You do something that they don't like. That's why you notice a whole bunch of people, they don't dress up because they know dressing up is not easy. You're facing the world, you understand me, in the greatest of ease, you understand me, standing out with people looking at you, analyzing you. You know what I mean? You're making a lot of people happy, but you're out there, you know what I mean? And people know you have to be confident to do that, you know what I mean? And be assertive and be sure of yourself and have a strong self-esteem. That's why they try to tear you down, but they can't. Because if you're not fragile and you're strong, you understand me? You're a strong person. I'm a strong king with a queen, you understand me? And my foundation is solid. I got a solid foundation, and this foundation been built. You know what I'm saying? I've been PMA, I've been wanting a queen. I've been wanting the right woman, what I wanted was right, and God sent this to me because I was worthy of it. You get what you deserve. You understand me? If you're not worthy of it, you're not going to have it. And by you hating on somebody that get it, you know what I mean? I'm not going to let you try to put me down when I know I deserve what I got and I'm worthy of it, and that's why I have it. And the peace of mind and happiness I got, I have it. And if you can't be happy for me, then I'm not going to accept you saying negative things to me. I'm going to put you in check fast and quick because that's what you have to do. You have to check haters and people that are jealous. You have to check them. What I mean by that, you have to check them fast and check them quick. Don't let them get away. Because you'll feel better and they won't do it again. Sometimes people that you check that are haters and jealousy, they do it fast as far as they can get. If they respect you and like you enough and really care for you, they will respect you and not do that no more, and they will level up. You might be helping, doing them a favor. When you check them, they will respect you or they won't mess with you. And that's what you want. You want your respect. So that's why I say it's imperative that you check the people about that for your own good, because if you let them get away with it, they'll keep doing it every time you see them. They'll think it's all right, and you'll bite your tongue, and you won't feel happy because you didn't stand up, and you should have stood up because you was worried about their feelings. You worry about how they feel. No, don't care about how they feel. Care about how you feel. You want to be your best self and let your best feelings out. You understand me? And you will be respected. They may not like it, but they will respect it. And that's what counts. Your respect means more than anything. As far as people liking you, no, you want people to like you for real, not be fake like it. You got a lot of people that act like they like you and fake like they like it because of what you do. I remember when I used to give people money back when I was drinking and all that. You know what I mean? I know the people didn't care about me. They'd be around me because I was buying them drinks and doing this and doing that. I know they hated on me, you know what I'm saying? A friend of mine's brother, I know he hated on me because I was the things he wanted to be, but he never could do it because when we went to jail the first time, he gave up his card, his player card. He was a player. And when we got busted the first time, he went and got married and squared up, but the game was always in his mind, you know what I mean? But he was forced out the game, in other words. And then he got a wife and did all that. So when he see me shining and having Cadillacs and doing my thing continuously, Despite of what we went through, I didn't let that slow me down. I just got down. And then I knew he had jealousy and hate. I knew it was there, but I knew it. But I didn't, at that time we were young, we doing our life, we living our life, and he wanted to hold me back because he wanted to keep me drinking and all that. But I overcame all that adversity because I was steady having money, living a good life. I lived my best self, you understand me? But at that time, I didn't eliminate the negativity that I had because people would act like they loved you and cared for you only because you had money to spend. Because you could buy them a drink and you could do this. So it was like you was buying their friendship and their affection. That's what it amounted to be. And I have to say that when they did that, it did make me feel good at the time because I wasn't as strong. I didn't know as much as I know now. You know what I'm saying? When you do better, you know better, and you go through more, you know more, and then you come to the conclusion that, hey, I don't need those fake friends, those people that are losers, those people that are. Now, I don't need their applause no more. I don't need their strokes. I don't need that, because it's fake. It's not real. I don't need that. I need authentic, true, successful people that are winning, that are on that level. And so you have to get to that level and recognize that level. At that time, I wasn't there, so I didn't know at the time. Now I'm there, so now I know where I want to be and the life I want to live. And I'm glad I'm there at 69 years old because, hey, when you get that age, you should be at the best of your ability. You should be at the top of your game. You know what I mean? You should be at the best. You shouldn't be at the less. You should be at the best of your game. You should be living your best life. You should be living and doing what's right. And you shouldn't have no feelings about people that are hating on you or whatever. You don't care what they do. You don't care how they feel. Because when you're in the spotlight, you get more haters and more judgment. When you're doing what I'm doing, being out there every day, you're gonna see haters and jealousy come at you. So you have to put a screen up and a shield up and don't pay it no mind. That's why I say it don't affect me. I'm just saying this so other people recognize when you have haters in your life, you know how to eliminate them, or you have to put them in a category where you still can be their friends, but you have to check them and let them know so that they'll stop doing it. If you go along with it and you like that too, say you're both losers and you both ain't got nothing, you both running around single, you don't have no man or you don't have no woman, and you both are together, you guys got this common denominator, you both are lonely and single, so you justify your long-time loneliness, you justify it by saying you're looking for the right one and you're being particular. Yeah, but in the meantime, you're getting older and it's been years that you've been in a relationship, so it's not getting better. It gets worse because you get comfortable being by yourself to where you don't need a door open to be with anyone. You get more particular because you're scared to actually get to reach out and share your life with someone. But you don't want to acknowledge that, so therefore, you get with some friends or some people that are on your same page, and you get together and you think you're having a good time and being, but you guys are in a comfort zone. You guys are together in a comfort zone, which is okay if you like that, but you stick with the people that are on that level. You don't reach out and be around someone that's doing great things and being a great person, and you're not on that level, but then you want to hate on them because you're not on that league. You know what I mean? You're by yourself. You don't have a mate. You know what I mean? So you can't relate to them. So don't speak on their thing. If you with that person and you're by yourself, you and that person have your time together, speak on you and him. You guys share the joys you had in the past. Or whatever. You don't speak about right now, because right now you're by yourself and he's with someone. So therefore you're living two different total lives. So you don't get involved in I don't get involved in your personal life. You go on vacations, you're doing things with a friend. You're not with your woman, you're with a friend. So that's a different situation. Whether it's a woman or not, you still ain't with that person intimately, and you're friends. So you got to understand it's a friend zone. Then this other person is with a woman. Whatever they do, if they go on a vacation or they don't go on vacation, they're together, they're happily together. Don't hate on them. Stay in your lane. Stay in your business. See, that's the thing people got to understand. Live your life. That's why when you tell me to come here, go there, and do that, I don't do it because I don't want you involved in my life because you don't understand. And I know you have hate and jealousy issues. So I keep you at a distance. I see you when I see you, and we enjoy boys' time together, what you say, men's time together. You know what I mean? We fellowship as friends and reflect on the past, what we had and what we've been through, and all the good times we had. That's what we do. because we have a lot of those. We don't try to tell people what to do today in their life, and you ain't doing it. No, stay out of that lane, because you're getting out of you're stepping out of the boundaries. You're stepping out the boundaries of the relationship. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. That's my show for today. The name of the show was Haters and Jealousy. Hate and jealousy. Remember that. Don't be a hater and don't be jealous. Mind your business and don't worry about other people's. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Press.